So it may be getting closer and closer to Christmas, but we've got some Halloween news to share. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than an announcement for a movie that I honestly thought had been canceled. And that is Blumhouse's The Wolfman. Now, if you guys remember, a few years back, it was announced that Leigh Whannell, the man behind The Invisible Man, a high-marketing, one of the highest-grossing horror movies for Blumhouse at the time, and one of the last movies to come out in theater before the month before the, shall we say, dark times. The movie itself was a great horror movie. Leigh Whannell did a great job. And then Blumhouse and Universal approached Whannell to do The Wolfman. And in that film, it was going to have Ryan Gosling playing a version of the Wolfman who is like more of a psychological horror film. But then Whannell left the project, and it was given to someone else. Then Gosling left the project, and then we had nothing. It basically was all but believed to be canceled. But then today, as it was been officially announced today, that The Wolfman is coming back for the Halloween season of 2024, with Leigh Whannell coming back to direct the film. Now, the movie will be a lot different than the original idea for the film. Originally, it was meant to be from what I understand, the original pitch for the film was meant to be more like a psychological horror, which in a way is kind of very close. Is pretty much, it's pretty much how the original 1941 Wolfman went about. It was, when you look back at that movie, it's very much a psychological horror piece of Larry Talbot slowly going insane he goes from this very cocky, very hey, I'm an American, I can do what I want, and I can fuck who I want, to, oh my god, I think I'm losing my mind. It's a cool deconstruction of a character. And I have a whole, The Wolfman, while I do enjoy, I've really come to love the most is the character deconstruction in that film. And that's apparently what Whannell wanted to do, was make it a character deconstruction. But now the script has been completely rewritten, and the film is back on for a 2024 release date. Now, let's be real. The Universal monster movies have kind of had a rough patch. Renfield and Last Voyage. Both movies I enjoyed. I will fully admit that I enjoyed. I really loved both The Last Voyage of the Demeter as well as Renfield for various reasons. But the problem is that they did not do well at the box office. And Invisible Man was really the only movie that has done well of the Universal monsters post the end of the Dark Universe project. So I really do think that Universal saw the problem and was your back to Leigh Whannell hey man, listen, you gotta come back. We're sorry for your original idea, but we need your help, man. And Blumhouse this is another Blumhouse project too, which means it's probably going to make a lot of money along with it. Now, it's also interesting to note that come April, we're supposed to be getting another Universal monster movie, but from Radio Silence, the people behind Scream 5 and 6. They also did Ready or Not. But we haven't heard anything of them. That's why I haven't really talked about that movie, because I don't know if that's still happening. That's the problem, is that I don't know if that movie is still happening or not. There's a release date. It's still on for film. It's still up for release. But we have heard nothing. We have heard two things: Jack and shit, and Jack got the fuck out of town. So I don't know if it's still happening. I don't even know which monster it is. They have not made an announcement for anything really. So that's the one I'm worried about. It's funny that the movie they were really setting for April, the Universal monster movie they were setting with Radio Silence, is supposed to come out April, and then out of nowhere, the movie they had all but forgotten is now getting an official release date for October of next year. So that just boggles my mind that I also find it kind of ironic in a strange roundabout sort of way. I do find the irony of that. So we also know that the actor will not, like I said, Ryan Gosling will not be the Wolfman, and it will focus on a new actor called Christopher I believe Christopher Cabot, I can't remember. He was in a movie called Possessor. I haven't seen that movie. I know it was from Cronenberg's son, but I haven't seen that actor. That's the thing with Blumhouse, is they'll get named actors, but not like spend a lot of money on it. So also, I don't want this to, I've seen Blumhouse do this thing where it's like they do PG-13 horror to get more people after they saw how well Megan did, so they're doing more PG-13 horror movies because they'll know people will go to them just to watch them, and it will make more money even though it doesn't, and then we'll do an unrated version later. Please just make this an R-rated movie right out the gate. Invisible Man was R-rated, and Leigh Whannell knows how to do action scenes, so to do with creature gore effects would be really cool, even though I know it's probably going to be low CGI. So, yeah. I'm just happy we're getting Universal monster movies, and I'm sure they, wanted to have some Universal monster movies to, help hype up, the upcoming Universal Monsterland at Epic Universe. So, I don't know, if anyone knows if the Radio Silence project is still going on, I haven't heard anything, but maybe I've missed something, so please comment below and let me know if the Radio Silent project is still going on. But I'm very excited for this. I'm happy that this is coming out, and it's going to be more like a man protecting his family from a predator that's lurking in the forest. And obviously that's the werewolf. So it's not going to be like the Wolfman isn't going to be like, it looks like Whannell is doing the same thing he did with the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, excuse me, where the Invisible Man wasn't the main focus, it was his victims. So it looks like that's going to be the same case here. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the resurgence of the Wolfman? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? And also, are you hoping the Radio Silence Universal Monster Project is still going? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time, the Multiverse.